Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the Good Stay podcast where the stay is good. I'm Javi. My boy Ak, man, I had to kick him out. We were having a lot of creative differences. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't working out. Nah, I'm just playing. My boy Ak, OT, had to work OT today. You know what I'm saying? He got stuck at work. So shout out to Ak. I'm going to hit him up after this podcast, see how he's doing. Bro, I miss you. Wish you were on this episode. I know you were pretty excited for it, but I'm gonna keep things running. I'm gonna keep things smooth. And yeah, who am I here with today?
Kenny and
Salvador.
Bet Kenny and Sal. So well, just tell me about who each of you guys are, and then like kind of how you guys know each other and what you guys do.
He dated my sister. No, I knew him before that. I don't know, how do we meet? It's been
a minute. It's been a couple of years. I want to say
it's been like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But you guys were you guys kicking it before he was dating your sister, or
Yeah.
did his relationship with your sister kind of kick off your guys' relationship?
No,
I don't think so.
No, we hung out before that.
I think we met through George, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
We were hanging out with George more. Yeah.
Hell
Just
yeah.
similar faces. We were around the same people.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, like, cool. So, like, one reason I wanted to bring you guys on was, one, I wanted more Mexicanos and Latinos on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So that for sure. But also, like, I see you guys been doing a lot of like fitness content together and shit like that. So I kind of wanted to see like what your guys' goals are with that, or like what your goals are, and kind of what drives you guys to do, not only like do fitness, but what makes you want to do the content as well. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys each want to.
Yeah. For me, I feel like it's the best way, like, to show that you feel some way about a certain topic is to, like, you yourself do it, like, show.
Yeah.
And I mean, physical activity, I feel like everyone should be doing some sort or type of physical activity, whether it's like mountain climbing or snowboarding. But I mean, those are extreme points.
Yeah.
For me, I'll just stick to the weights.
But just kind of be active.
Yeah.
It's
just health. It's health.
Hell yeah.
For me, general health.
Yeah, I feel like it's a very like, as far as the fitness goes, I feel like it's a big confidence booster for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
It builds that it builds discipline a lot. I feel
Hell
like it's
yeah.
very important, you know? And that taps into like your everyday lifestyle, you know? Like trying to change like your way of life, because if you're like, let's say like you're down in the dumps, right? If you can get to that and just show up every day, I feel like that discipline will install by itself.
Yeah.
And it'll take part of your everyday life.
Right.
Yeah, the more it goes on.
Hell yeah.
So basically, personal growth. I feel like that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Yeah.
I feel like, so I've been on a little break. I'll talk about that. But I get what you're saying, because I started going to the gym heavily. I started a little bit in like August, September, was at it and stuff like that. And I was going kind of after work type shit.
Right.
And then my schedule changed a little bit. I started going in the mornings, and like doing that first thing in the morning is crazy how much that's helped like my self-discipline and like my motivation. And like, I don't know, you like wake up, like if you hit a lift, not just lifting, but anything physical exercise, it's like you kind of did something like
it wakes
difficult for the day.
It wakes you up. I think there's like some science to it that it wakes you up.
And like just the fact of that, of like doing, like you started your day doing something like challenging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to do like hit a new PR every day, but just like you're doing something, it's challenging, right?
Sets you up for the day.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy to like, damn, every single day you're doing something difficult.
Yeah,
you're challenging yourself every day, which I think that's very important.
I tell him how on my days off, I'm like, I want to go as early as possible. If not, like my day's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
I try to, but I feel like it's kind of like a groggy day if I don't hit the gym right when I wake up.
So do you guys like lifting more than? I mean, I know you guys like lifting more, right, than cardio, or?
So he wanted to try out what's it called? Like more cardio, like what's it called?
Fucking the mix of powerlifting and
I know what you're talking. Damn, why can't I think of that name?
CrossFit.
CrossFit.
Yeah, CrossFit.
Yeah. He wanted to try that out more. But I thought he wanted to do like a complete switch into CrossFit, and I was like, bro, I don't know if I'm.
No, I wanted to do it because we were like supposedly on this cut, like trying to.
Okay. So
and the guys, you see them CrossFit people.
Yeah, they got like
they're tree trunk legs, and then their upper body's like cut.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to try that out, but
why is the stigma with CrossFit people like? Why is there a bad,
I
a
do that
negative stigma on CrossFit people? It's not the exercise itself, right? It's the way
No.
that people are when they do CrossFit.
Yeah, I feel like
they get like their ego boosted a little
No.
bit.
Well, I feel like it could go either way. Like either it's a confidence booster or ego booster. Like I feel like it really depends on like the person, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And then it's almost like when someone tells you they do CrossFit, like you're like,
There's
oh
a
yeah,
stigma
you're not
to
even
it, like,
surprised
yeah.
though. But sometimes you're like, oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of know sometimes. I think it's kind of funny.
yeah, I mean, I want to do it, but
I would do. I mean, I would do it too, though. I'm not saying. Obviously, I'm just, in general, there's a stigma, but I think it
Yeah.
would be lit because it'd be something difficult too. Not that it'd be something difficult, but I think it's something that's like,
It's challenging.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
your comfort zone for sure.
Yeah.
Like already regular lifting and regular cardio is like kind of already out of someone's comfort zone. So if you like, you're
you
doing
lost
the
you
CrossFit
lost
shit-
weight, didn't you?
Yeah, I've
how,
lost some weight.
how much weight did you lose?
I've lost like this year. Okay, I'll just start with the year because it's
We're still pretty
I've lost so far like 9 pounds.
9
That's
pounds.
pretty good.
9 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I still haven't like been doing things as like disciplined and as consistently as I wanted to. I was, I'm like working 12-hour shifts right now. And
Yeah.
like the first week I did, I still went to the gym, but then that second week I was dead when I tried waking up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym. Like, holy fuck, like I couldn't get up and shit. And I haven't been able to find a good rhythm. I've really just only been going like once or twice a week now.
Right.
But I'm trying to get in that mindset because the way I think too, and I'm sure you guys probably feel the same way, like it's all a mindset thing.
It is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm working 12-hour shifts right now, like Monday through Saturday. It's starting to slow down a bit. I mean, some days I've been able to get like a day off and stuff, or like a half day off or whatever. But I'm trying to get in that mindset, like, all right, no matter if you're working 12s, like you still got to make it to the gym either before or after work.
Get
So
in there, build that
kind of
habit.
getting that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was just working, regular 40 hours a week, and I was
Yeah.
able to make it in the gym like 5 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week. But those 12s, man, that
Right.
shit. But now it's just a mindset thing. So I'm like, all right, bro, fuck this shit. You got to do it. But I was since I wasn't going to the gym, I was spending my time working on like my brand, Madoso, or on the podcast, like doing some stuff for the podcast and like thumbnails and descriptions
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that.
You do them yourself, or you have?
Well, so the 500 grand shout out was, speaking of which, shout out to the 500 grand team for letting us use their space. You know what I'm saying? But they produce, obviously do the mics,
Yeah.
video and all that, and then edit and all that, and then I take care of like the thumbnail, description,
That's dope.
kind of all that. Yeah,
That's dope that
uploading
you're
to
actually
YouTube.
like putting some work into it
Yeah,
too, and
yeah.
not just letting him.
Yeah.
Just being
let
involved.
them
Yeah.
take.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they were actually doing all the short form content, and then I told them like, yo, like if you want, like I'll start doing them just so I
Yeah.
can like kind of learn. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't really
yeah.
know how to edit, but I've
Right.
kind of been teaching myself. I think the last one we did, episode 5, like a month ago, I did the reel for that, like the TikTok
Yeah,
for that
yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So so shout out to the 500 grand team. You know what I'm saying, for letting us use their space and keeping us going, keeping us afloat.
I guess if you want to start a podcast, hit them up.
Right. But so like, what got you guys into making the content? Like, what like you guys were already working out, right? So then, what made you guys decide like, all right, fuck it, let's start filming ourselves and posting online?
For me, it's the monetization. Like,
Yeah,
there's a way to make money, and I think like to start, it's creating, attracting the attention.
yeah,
First, it's the first thing you gotta
Hell
do is
yeah, I
attract
feel
the
that.
attention. So like, really, it's just the first step to the
Yeah.
monetization, and it doesn't have to be like in one spot. There's you can make money different forms from
right.
the content you make.
Yeah, I think so just putting yourself out there, touching on what he's saying is very important. Let's say, for example, we're trying to do a clothing brand also, Sumfit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
And-
helped us out with it too.
Yeah.
hell yeah,
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's important to gain that, attraction,
yeah,
That way we can have a way to put it out there, for people to see. And that way we can just like monetize that,
yeah, hell yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for like making money, I wouldn't be posting
No,
videos.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't not. But I'm like, fuck it. I mean,
hell yeah. No,
Yeah.
I feel that. I just started doing more content too myself. Because
Yeah.
same thing, like it's not necessarily that I want to be a content creator, but the things that I want to do, you kind of have to be a
Kinda
content
involved.
no,
creator.
see, the content create this is where I get irritated sometimes because I've been posting frequently and people like, oh, you think you're an influencer, right? I'm like, no, bro. It's just content creation.
Yeah,
If I'm not trying to influence like you guys,
right.
Well, I'm in a way to later
Yeah.
on, but I don't consider that.
It tends to happen.
I know.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
nowadays too. Like I think back in the day, or when I say back in the day, like a few years ago, content creator was a little bit more like specific. But now I think like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. In business, you kind of have to be or you're creating content for your business. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to. I don't think there's any businesses like even worldwide, like big ass. They all have a content creation team, you know.
Right.
So it's like you can't even say like, oh, I'm an influence. Like I know what you're saying. Like it's not like you're trying to
Yeah.
be an influencer, but it's like you just know you have to do it in 2023
Yeah, it's
to achieve a certain goal.
yes, sir.
And now, you guys' brand Sumfit, you guys plan on making that more of like a clothing brand, or is that gonna be like
It's gym wear,
Lifestyle,
more
more
gym
gym
wear.
wear?
Yeah.
More gym clothing. Yeah.
hell yeah?
We
For
got-
for right now.
We have a couple pieces, but it's not. We're not solid on it yet. Like,
Okay.
we don't want to like
We're kind of like in the
We don't wanna
beginning
sell
steps right now.
complete trash shit. And we know it's not gonna be like the best shit ever right
Yeah, yeah.
now, but we also don't want to, give people shit.
Yeah, I feel that. Nah, same here. I think like with my brand, which mine's a little bit more streetwear based and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like I've been thinking about it for some time now, for years since like honestly, I wanted to start a brand 10 years ago in high school.
Yeah.
I have some. I actually recently found some old sketches that I was doing.
You should bring
But,
him back to
I
life.
will.
I'm like somehow.
No, I will. I'll have to. No, I have a plan. But
I remember you would always have these crazy graphic tees in high school.
I used
Like
Which one?
all them bands.
all time low.
Cobra Starship.
Oh yeah, Cobra Starship, bro. They had that fire tee. It had like a pink dude. He had like grills that said "Young and Rich."
Yeah,
and shit.
I don't know. I just remember.
Hey. And then I remember I used to have a fucking Drake shirt that like I'm on one, and then one that said "Overdose on Confidence" and shit.
Legend, right
But,
there, bro.
But like at least with my brand, like I just same thing. Like I want to give quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of people stamp like a saying or something on a regular ass T-shirt. Which
Right.
I mean, if that's what
Yeah.
you want to do, that's fine. But
You still
I think
make some money that way, but that's not. I don't feel that's the right way to do.
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's not
But-
good for like longevity.
Yeah.
know?
The longevity wise, yeah. I know you got to start somewhere. So obviously, if that's all you
Yeah.
can afford, then go ahead and start that
Right.
way. Like I completely agree with that. But I think if you're just being cheap and just copping out,
Yeah.
then that's when I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, man, you could like
Don't be a
give your
sellout.
customers a little. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give them a little bit more something.
Some more comfort.
Hell yeah. So what's it like? You guys are like obviously Mexican, right? So what was it like kind of growing up in a small town as like a Mexican, or was there any like adversity you guys had to like kind of face or challenges that you guys see, or was like everything like kind of just smooth?
No, I mean, there's always adversity, but I mean, when I was up until like third or fourth grade, there wasn't that many Mexicans here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was only like a certain amount of families
Yeah.
of
yeah.
Hispanic Mexican families in the town. So, I don't know. I want to say it was a little. I don't want to say it was harder, but it was just more like divided, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
From what I do remember too, like I have an older brother, and I know he would get picked on, and like, not I don't want to say picked on because not a lot of people picked on him, but he would get like discriminated.
yeah.
Or, like he would be in fights and all that for that stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Which I'm thankful for because I didn't have to go through.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He-
Exactly.
He had to do what he had to do, but
Hell yeah. He was the sacrifice.
yeah, I think it sounds bad, but at the same time, like there's been certain occasions, well, not lately, but where I would be like walking down the street and some guy was like, "Yo, like, are you Israel's brother?" Like, yeah, and like his name would like save me from
Oh, okay,
getting
okay,
my
yeah.
bike stolen or
Yeah,
something,
yeah, yeah.
because like stealing bikes was a thing back
Yeah,
then. Like,
I do remember that, bro. I
Yeah.
remember, yeah. And then motherfuckers were out there spray painting them, so they
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
They didn't know it was the same bike and changing shit
Yeah.
up, weren't they? Yeah, they
so
were on
like
that
I
back
mean,
then.
in that aspect, that was different. As far as like the schooling and stuff, I mean, being bilingual, I had a speech impediment. I guess that's some sort of adversity, but
Hey.
but I don't know. I just like I also like the way we were raised is Like you gotta do it. Like whatever happens, it happens, and you just gotta get through it.
Yeah, facts.
So like,
Facts.
there's no.
Yeah, I feel like at least for me personally, I know there was obviously some shit, but like I think I also as a kid, you're not really thinking about
Yeah,
that.
no. I
You know what I'm
lately
saying?
I've been thinking more about all the shit that
Yeah, yeah,
I saw your last. I don't know if it was your last episode, but well, your partner OTF said you guys really like focus on mental health.
yeah,
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that's dope because I don't know. As I got older, I just started thinking more about this shit and like why I am the way I am right now.
yeah,
But
yeah. No, I feel like yeah. Well, go ahead. You can answer, and
All
then
right.
yeah,
Well, like I feel like as you know, as a Hispanic community, as a collective, right? I feel like we all struggled, you know, because like our parents had to come from the other side of the border, so generally we're all like a minority. So like growing up, I think, I mean, it was difficult on me too, but I didn't really see it that way, you know, because like I was kind of appreciative of what I always had,
yeah.
you know, like kind of like count your blessings, you know,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
you know. So looking back now, it's like, you know, you look at it and you're like, yeah, like you did struggle a lot, but I feel like it kind of molds you into like who you are now.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I mean, I can appreciate that. I appreciate the way I was raised, you know.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
you know, like I mean, it was poor, but now it's like you learn to appreciate everything you have, like going forward.
Right,
You know?
right, right. Hell yeah.
there's a certain way, I guess, to because you know, like doing real estate, I do real
Yeah,
estate, and
yeah,
I guess people we require more help because we can't understand
yeah.
the language as well as others. You know,
Right.
that's a good and bad thing. But I look at things like the both sides. Like for me, I was born here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and my family wasn't. And I know other people that weren't, and like, oh, you're born here? Yeah, well, you're not really Mexican.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that a lot,
yeah. I'm
too.
like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
like, shut the fuck up. I'm like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my we were raised basically the same. You were just
Yeah.
born in a different country,
Right, right, right.
and they were brought here as like infants, so they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even really know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think of things like that.
I
too.
know. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they don't like. Yeah, I mean, I understand. Obviously, if you're born here, you're gonna have way better opportunities. Like
Yeah.
we all understand that, but I know what you mean. Like if they say, "Oh, you're not really Mexican" or something like that.
That still bothers me to this day. Like if someone
know what's
says that to me, I'm like,
you know what's crazy? And I don't know. Damn, maybe we're getting a little too deep, but fuck it. I don't know if you guys ever felt this way yourself or even anyone in the room, but like I remember with like okay, so like around some of my friends who were like white, like right, obviously I was like Mexican, so like sometimes
Yeah, you used to
I like didn't
stand
feel like I
out.
fit in, right?
Right.
But then I feel like with some of my Mexican friends, they didn't think I was like Mexican enough.
Yeah.
But like I'm
I-
not from like a lot of me and Kenny, and then I don't know where you're from in Mexico.
Choke on.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're from like a different place, and they're like, you know, we didn't really have like much relatives or like friends here. You know, a lot of people kind of already knew each
Yeah.
other. So like, we like, you know what I'm saying. So like with someone like
Yeah.
I felt like I always kind of stood out, which
Yeah.
like
I feel that.
see, oh, I've known Javi too for a long time because our family's from
yeah,
like
he
the
broke my
same
arm when I was in
base.
kindergarten, bro.
yeah, yeah. Nah, I didn't.
But no, we'll keep going. My bad.
Well, I forgot my train of thought. Oh no! And you want to hear the story? It's we were at Trojan Timbers when they first built that new park, the newer park,
Hey, that shit was lit when they
Yeah.
first built it.
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, how old are you?
I was probably like a 4
No,
or
how old are you
5-year-old.
right now?
Oh, I'm 26.
Yeah, so I'm like 3 years older than Javi, and I'm over here jumping on the fences and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to do it." I'm like, "All right, jump then." Like he's like, "I don't know how." I'm like, "Just jump," and he gets out of the fence and he just falls back. I don't know how he falls.
I got to the top. I got to like I was like climbing and I just fell back.
Honestly, I feel like it was like a really dweeby moment for him to
Bro,
break his
yeah.
arm like that.
Yeah, bro. Like I was just
just
trying
like,
to climb this little,
Yeah.
and it's like tiny. Like I remember going there years later, and I'm like, damn, I fell off of this shit. Like this is small,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
I just remember like I fell, and then I just remember waking up in the hospital or some shit.
I mean, it wasn't my fault, but I still felt bad.
Nah, it wasn't his.
But
fault,
ever since then, he was like, "Bro, you broke my arm. It's your fault."
damn. But shit. So like, what do you guys feel like? So like, I guess like going back to like being from a small town, growing up Mexican, how do you guys look at the world, or like just like once you got older and you like went outside of Sturgis? what was kind of, did like your perspective change? Like, do you guys think it changed once you saw, like, or like, how was that first experience when you first left Sturgis? Maybe as an adult, or even as you, like, when you were younger. I don't know if, like, just going somewhere, like, were you like kind of like, damn, like, I don't know. I'm just asking because I know
No,
as a
yeah.
kid, like, when you grow up in a small town, you're very like closed minded and
Right.
sheltered, and then
Yeah.
it's like, I feel like people who grow up in bigger cities obviously are way more open minded.
Yeah.
Like, look at California, New York, like, big city motherfuckers. Like, compared when you're in a small town, like, you don't really know anything except for your surroundings, and especially back then when there's no internet.
Yeah. So I feel like once you step out of that, let's say like it's a comfort zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you just stay in your community, you kind of see like all the experience you can attain.
Yeah.
Just like even like if you're just traveling somewhere, right?
Right.
Like,
Right.
there's a lot of diversity, and you kind of just start thinking for yourself when it comes
Yeah.
to, yeah. But, like everything around you is kind of like an experience, you can put yourself through.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've always been pretty open. I
Yeah.
mean, I might talk. I mean, if you know me, I might talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I at the end of the day, I'm like,
Yeah. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. I did like move to a small town over by Battle Creek, Union City.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And one thing that really like changed the way I see things. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but I lived on a farm, and the guy had no reason like to help me out or anything, but he would help me out with like things like we had propane tanks, and he would fill it up.
Oh,
Or
shit.
like little things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like, and I'm like, well, we didn't. I mean, I could pay that. Like,
Yeah.
but he'd be like, I remember he would be like, sometimes people just need help.
Yeah.
And if I can help you, then I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was
yeah.
like a farmer guy. He owned
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
farm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just looked at them like, you know what? You're not that bad. I can't treat all the farmers, like that anymore.
Yeah.
I can't look at them, with the same
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you're
views I
saying.
did before.
How would you see them before? Like, kind
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad either. But it's just like they got, like I say, they got this stigma, like
yeah. Okay.
the
Okay, I see what you're
hillbilly,
saying. Yeah. Yeah.
like
okay,
racist, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I
nah,
see what you're saying. I see
they're
what you're saying.
I mean, not that I looked at him like hard like that, but
Mhm.
it really just changed my view on
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Okay. I feel that.
Even though it was a smaller town than Sturgis, that guy was just like,
Did it just kind of make you like think like, damn, there's like good people anywhere you go?
well,
type
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
or-
that's what it was. Yeah,
Damn.
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I think even small things when I got to like, I mean, I don't live in a town that's much bigger than Sturgis at all, but like I've like traveled a little bit and shit. But I know like even little shit. Like I remember, like when I've like talked to other people who like were like, yeah, like we used to like skip school to go like get Jordans and shit like that, and like that was happening in Sturgis, but like not very, the
Yeah,
majority of
right.
people weren't doing that. But I talked to all the people like, yeah, like it used to be a thing, like because the mall was like 5 minutes away,
Yeah.
like we lived in the same town as the mall, so like
right there.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, like damn, we didn't even experience shit
We
like that,
skipped school to get
Or,
high.
like, the-
That's what we
yeah,
did.
type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just little shit like that even. Or like I remember actually in middle school I moved to San Diego,
Oh,
Cali
yeah, I
for
remember that.
for like 6 months. And I remember the kids out there, they were like spray painting the bathrooms and tagging and shit. They were huge on that. And I'm like, damn, these kids are wild. Like, motherfuckers are bringing like weed to school, like smoking out of an apple in the bathroom and shit. And people were doing that here, but I think it was just more like, there was just more of it over
Right.
there.
Whole
Like, I think
different
it was just like
experience.
kind of like, yeah, this is just what it is.
I
Like, it's
feel
kind
like
of
people grow
everyday.
up quicker in those.
Yeah.
that they understand. They mature quicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you pay attention to it, like it almost forces them
yeah.
to
'cause-
mature quicker because they live in a bigger community where you have to kind of watch yourself a little more because there's way more going on. Everything's so much
yeah.
more busy.
They have so much more
Yeah.
experiences and shit like
Yeah.
that they have to just kind of adapt. I remember it was cool though living in San Diego, like all the like my principal was Mexican. And like the teachers and shit
Did
were
they
like
speak
Mexicans
Spanish
and stuff like that.
too?
Yeah, they would like
yeah.
they would be like teaching like in Spanglish. Like how you
Oh,
talk like
yeah,
that
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
and shit like that. And yeah,
That
my
is pretty
school is
cool.
probably like 90% Mexican, like 5% Filipino, and then like
Majority.
5% like black and white
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah, so it was majority Mexican, but I remember they would push college a lot. They would always push college and shit. We were like 7th graders and shit. They're like, it's not that far away. Like, they're like, parent, like they would have meetings with like parents, like an assembly and shit like that.
Yeah.
Invite the parents, and they're like, we spend a lot of money on quinceañeras and stuff like that, but you should put that money aside for college. And like,
And they do have a point though. Like
they
if you
do,
really think about it,
yeah,
like the culture, not just our culture, but some cultures in general, all of them are like, there's a lot of good to it, but there's also like you don't look at the other side, which
right.
like I say, I try to look at things at both sides, but like that, the quinceañera, I spent like 15 grand on a party.
Yeah.
Till you go in debt.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, do they have a car when they turn 16?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I
no.
see what you're saying.
Yeah, they could put that money aside for something else.
Yeah.
And just like even the concept of the quinceañera, it's like you're introducing your daughter as a woman now. Basically, it's like you're giving her away, not giving her away.
Yeah, I know.
But it is like meant to introduce her as a woman now for her man.
Hey, that's low key kind
her.
of crazy though, because like 15 is low key kind of young, no?
I mean,
Like, now that I think about
my
it,
mom, my mom was pregnant in 16.
Yeah,
so
no,
I can't really say
so
much
was
about
mine.
it,
But I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, like that is what it is. It's like, oh, at 15 you're becoming a woman. That's kind of the tradition, right? Or if I'm wrong, someone tell me in the comments. But I mean, my sister had a quinceañera. We weren't really traditional about it. She just the same thing. She just wanted a fucking party.
We did too. But I mean, I look at it now. I'm like, paying that much money.
Hey, it's funny because
hey, I'm gonna be selfish. Like my parents never spent that money on me.
Right. But no, so yeah, it was crazy. Just having that perspective, going from like a school when I was younger, that's predominantly was like Caucasian, white and stuff, and then moving and going to a school that was like predominantly Mexican. I mean, it was lit. Yeah. Like I was more comfortable for sure, but like it also was just like, damn, like. I just wasn't used to it either. Like having a principal being Mexican, it was kind of cool to see though.
Kind of threw you off a little bit.
What up?
It threw you off a little bit.
Oh, that's how you said. Can I throw you off? No. Yeah, it did a little bit for sure, but they were also a lot more strict with us, and I don't know if it's just like because
it's so Hispanic.
Hispanic, bro. We had to wear uniforms.
Hey, I'm gonna throw you off though. I have a question for you.
What up?
Why didn't you use a Hispanic model for your Madoso?
Bro, I was looking for.
Were you really?
Yeah, bro, I was looking.
But they just didn't want to show.
Nah, some people, or they just wouldn't hit me back up.
Yeah,
bro. Trust me, bro.
Hey, if Javi hit you up for that, shame on you for not responding.
Me and Johan been like, or like I would know some girls, and then like, or some, hey, bro, you think like someone's friend, or or it's like, nah, they're not gonna. They're like, they're not gonna want to be on camera. Like, don't. Yeah. People would be like, nah.
I don't know, man. That's kind of.
I think. I mean, I'm sure there's definitely like people like Hispanics that are gonna be down.
Yeah.
But I was just like looking in our area, really, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and quick shit. But so I just didn't. Bro, we had a girl that was supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't Hispanic, but we had a girl, and like she was like, yeah, I'm down. Told us her sizing and everything. And then when it got to it, when it was getting closer, like 2 weeks, hitting her up, leaving me and Johan on scene. That's okay. Second time scene, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like sometimes shit. Yeah. So I don't know if it's just people aren't like taking it serious or like and we were gonna like everyone that's involved. We offer some like yo, we can pay you.
Yeah.
But what are you looking to get? Someone was just like, yo, I just want to set. So like it just we're willing to. We're not and nothing's free. We're not trying to just have people help us out. We're willing to pay whatever the price is. So it's not like we weren't gonna.
I feel like if that's the case, you should hire like someone with more.
Well, also we're not at that level yet either. But we're trying to like go through an agency. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm not even saying that, but you could probably find someone in the Kalamazoo Battery Creek area that has some like not like blown up, but like
but I think
some more influence.
The thing too is me and Johan are just like slowly building up. So like there's a lot of other projects. Like I have Devon and Giselle.
Yeah.
I haven't used them once because I'm like, it's just obvious. And like, we want to use you guys when we like have more of a following, just because like, then we can help you guys get exposure. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're trying to capitalize on things.
And Giselle.
Or I know this girl who she's got like 500,000 followers on Twitter, 100K followers on Instagram. She used to work at Torty.
Oh yeah.
And she, I asked her before if she would want a model. And she's like, I'm just like really shy. I don't really want to be like the pictures she takes and posts on Instagram, like it's all like her and like, you know what I'm saying? But like she didn't really want to be in front of the camera and shit. So yeah, it's just like you run into like things like that. But I think if you plan it out right, That's the thing too. Me and Johan, we're starting like time's going. Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got to set a date. 'Cause that's the other thing. You got to make sure your date. Once you have that many, it doesn't even seem like much. Like we had a small shoot, but
Yeah,
once
but
you have all those people involved,
but even going to the gym sometimes our like time doesn't
yeah,
correlate.
exactly.
Yeah,
It doesn't
just small
correlate. I'm
things
just
like
like,
that get in the way because we try to go at the same time,
yeah.
but then we have other things to do too. So it kind of there's always something gets in the way, man.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. You guys want to do like other content too? Well, I see you guys have done other, like when you guys will do like how you get over an ex or what or some shit like that.
It's because
You guys plan on doing more shit like that too? Like just little
We
live
do.
shit?
We try to capture like moments like that, or like when
It's-
something does happen, we're like, damn, we should have clipped that.
it's
you know?
because we be saying some stupid shit sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, we should have caught that. Like,
I know
Yeah.
that's the worst part because sometimes you feel like, damn, if I just had a fucking like filmer around or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
yeah, but no, that came from like my thought. Like, we should try more forms of the content creation.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that, or like, I mean, we have some videos that we haven't put out of other people.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
like working out with us, or we just go up, to someone and ask them.
Yeah.
Questions.
Oh, like ask questions. and shit
yeah,
like that?
but it's not like with other people. It's nothing like stupid or like
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more like a in-depth question, like
Yeah.
what motivates you to come to the gym? You know, what
Yeah.
drives you? Like, what's your angle? You
yeah.
know,
Hell yeah.
because everybody's different.
Yeah.
Some people just want to look good, and
Hell yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
But-
Shit, I really just want like I want my clothes to fit better. That's really
yeah.
my only reason
I feel like
want to.
everyone does,
Yeah.
but some people are just really. What is that word? Vanity.
Bane
I guess
or
I don't know the correct
Oh,
wording,
yeah.
but yeah, just they just want to look good.
oh they just want they
yeah,
just want
yeah, regardless of the clothes or not, they're just I'm gonna look good.
All right, so how do you get over an ex?
Yeah, how
I
do
mean,
you
I
get
get-
over it?
I mean, for the
Maybe
people that didn't see their TikTok, you know what I'm saying. So tell the people.
Oh, what do you think?
No, what do you think?
I said obsess. Find another girl to obsess
Obsess over.
over.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It works, but
Does it though?
yeah, I mean,
Look in the long run. 'Cause it
Nah,
could
it's
go.
just like a mask. Deep down, you're thinking about your ex from when you were like 4 or 5 years old.
bro, I can't
Nah,
remember
I'm just-
last. I can't remember last week.
Hey, nah, I'm just playing. What'd you say, Sal? How you get over an ex?
I don't. You
No,
didn't answer that
I
question,
didn't,
but
I feel like mine was more like of a serious. Like, I just think like to move on from getting over an ex, man, just get in the gym.
Yeah.
Just get in the gym. You know,
Fact.
kinda
that's
takes
a
your
good
thought
answer.
away, you
Yeah,
know?
I think getting in the gym. I think if you fuck a ex, anytime that you're feeling some sort of negative,
Yeah.
I think getting in the gym, just starting there, and then from there, I feel like your mind will clarify a little bit. Like you'll just get more
Yeah.
clarity, and then you can think about other steps. Like, all right, not fuck the gym, but what else other than the gym can I work on?
Right.
Finances, relationships with family, relationships with your partner, fucking hobbies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think the gym is like a good first step for anything when you're feeling like,
Yeah.
oh damn, what the fuck am I,
I
doing
think
in life?
when it comes to like that, the personal growth stuff, there's like two easy metrics to measure: is your financials because they're numbers, and then the gym because you see the
Yeah.
results.
Yeah.
So those are the easiest ways to start.
Yeah.
I feel
Personal
like
growth. Yeah.
Damn,
Because it impacts. My bad. It impacts like everything. You know, just like going to like I was saying
Yeah.
earlier. Like it just installs that discipline in you. And
Yeah.
You kind of like do a complete 180 because it's very unhealthy to obsess over somebody like that. You know.
oh yeah,
Making
yeah,
your
yeah.
life revolve around them. So it's like if they're your ex now, like why still carry that thought? With
Yeah.
you, you know.
Yeah, I used to be like, yeah, you could be friends with your ex, but then like, I don't know. I mean, you can be cool with your ex, but
I don't know.
I don't think
I don't think you could be friends with like I don't think
I don't think this is a good subject matter for me, bro. To be honest, but whatever.
But
It's just whatever.
let me ask another question real quick about girls. Like you guys, like since you guys go to the gym and shit like that,
Yeah.
would you guys want your like do you guys expect your partner to go to the gym if you're dating someone or how do you guys view that?
No, I expect them to have either like some sort of hobby that involves some sort of like physical activity, whether it be walking or whatever, or just something that they're pursuing in general, like something that drives them to do more.
But it wouldn't necessarily have to be the gym or
I mean, I would prefer the gym, but It doesn't have to.
Doesn't have to be a gym.
Yeah.
Oh, what about you?
No, I feel like it's important for like your partner, right? To be like to remain an individual, you know?
Yeah.
Like for me to go to the gym and fitness, like that's something that I love, right? But if somebody doesn't really go like going to the gym like that, you can't really force that on them, you know? So if they keep busy with like other hobbies that they have, you know, or something that does keep them busy, like Kenny was saying, I feel like that's fine, you know?
Yeah.
So just something that drives them.
Yeah.
You know?
Cause I feel like you be seeing those like gym couples and shit like that, like on Instagram. They be doing the whole shit. Basically, what you guys are doing, but it'd be like a couple.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? You think those are some of those got to be fake? No,
I don't know.
Sometimes they could be.
there be some. Yeah, they be
Yeah.
like they be doing the cheesy shit or whatever,
Yeah.
and like but
Yeah, I see a lot of that, like a lot on
Hey,
Instagram. maybe.
speaking of that, like us doing shit like that, I feel like me and him are like yin and yang.
but
Like-
why you
like,
say that?
I'm more of like he's more chill.
Yeah,
When we're at the gym, he's just more of a chill. Like when he be picking up heavy ass weights and he just sets them down gently. Like, he's just
okay.
I'm like, bro, why? Why do you do that?
Remain control.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
Yeah.
you're at the end, like you control the rest of the exercise.
yeah,
you can
yeah.
slam a weight,
No, all the way through. I
and
feel like
then
it's very important.
well, he's just like at the gym, and
just
then,
more chill.
yeah, and then
Mhm.
I'm over here like talking shit, and like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But would you guys say that's just more your personalities in general, like not just the gym, but in like life? Are you more chill anyways?
Yeah,
I feel like
Yeah,
I'm very passive. Like that's because I don't feel the need to like give energy out like that, you know, like
Yeah.
all the time.
I need to
just not-
release energy.
I'm just,
bro.
like,
not
yeah,
gonna
just
lie.
have it fucking.
I kind of choose what to give my energy to,
Yeah.
you know, like if it's not benefiting me in any way, you know, like I feel like why give
Yeah.
that out? That's why I remain
Facts.
kind of chill,
I f-
nonchalant.
I feel like if I don't release it, like I'll release it all at one point.
Yeah.
in a-
Damn, that's good perspective
yeah,
for sure.
in a different. But I feel like this is why we work good together.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning we had like how many people? Like 5 people. That wanted to do the content. And the
Oh
shit.
yeah, it was like 5,
There was like 5 of us. We would meet up and
and then they didn't really take it seriously.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah,
told
like
him,
yeah.
I was like, you know, like I'm about it, bro. You know, let me know what you have planned out, what you think we could do, and we can make it work. But and yeah, everybody else kind of just fell off.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Oh well, I wouldn't say fall off, but they just went and did their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That happens with me too. Like, trust me, when I said I've been trying to start a clothing brand, I remember
Yeah.
there's been a handful of people over the last 5 years. That,
Oh, bro. Oh, even when we tried to start the podcast,
Yeah,
it
we
just,
tried
for
to
some
start a
reason it just
podcast.
didn't work.
just didn't
Yeah.
work.
I honestly I feel like that was just because we weren't at the point
Yeah,
any
no,
of us were
lot-
that we
yeah.
had a good understanding of why.
Yeah, life wise, like I was fucking not in a good state. Not even that. I'm not even saying I wasn't in a good state. I'm just like in a better state now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like something clicked in me like over the last 6 months of just like,
that drive.
man, I just gotta work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just it's we could get into it for sure, but like something just clicked in me. Like I
Yeah.
was talking to my sister. She's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just told myself quit being a bitch."
Like basically, right?
You know, like fuck, like you know what I'm saying? The podcast shit I want to do, the clothing shit I want to do, and I need to make money right now.
What's stopping you
So,
from doing it?
You know,
yeah.
like something just clicked in me. Like in November, took a month off from drinking, drank a little bit in December again, and then New Year's Eve was the last time I've drunk. You know, I told myself I was
Yeah.
gonna do a month, and then I'm like, man, let me just do 2 months. So March 1st was like when I was supposed to drink again. The middle of that 2 months, I was like, man, if I could do 2 months, I might as well do 3 months,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which would be April 1st. But now I'm even thinking like, well,
Might not just keep
I
that
might,
going.
I'm gonna just chill. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
And
same thing applies kind of like to the gym because if you would have known me and seen me like a year and a half ago
Yeah.
to now, you would be like, dude, that's a whole
drive
different
is
guy.
different.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a whole
Definitely.
different person too, like physically and mentally.
yeah.
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 No, same here. Like something just switched in me, and I'm like, you know, I'm coming home from work, and I'm working on like my Loso stuff or the Good Stay podcast stuff. Whether it's little shit or big shit, you know, I'm not just gonna say either. I'm like grinding, like, you know, boom, boom, boom,
Right,
but
right.
just little shit, you know. And
Yeah.
if like a few months ago I would be coming home and drinking, I wouldn't be able to
Like,
get any of
straight
that
up,
done.
yeah.
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 I'm able to wake up early. Like I said, I've been slacking in the gym, but I'm still doing my readings, my writings, meditating, and working on something. And
Hell yeah, dude.
before I go to work, and if I would be drinking, I would just
Would
wake
not do
up,
that, bro.
shower, get to work. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it,
I wouldn't
yeah.
have time to do all that extra little shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, bro.
Seeing you wasted a couple
How
times.
do you feel now, bro? Like as far as like your energy?
Bro, I feel fucking great.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like and like I don't have trouble sleeping. Like
Do you
it-
smoke at all?
no, I
Or like
haven't
any
smoked
edible?
either.
Like
I haven't
not-
smoked
no.
weed. I haven't consumed. I've been completely sober 2023, which is crazy. Like it's funny because I used to see tweets like, "Man, it's really motherfuckers out here raw dogging life," and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's crazy."
I'm doing it.
And now I'm doing it, and I'm like, "Holy!" And I'm not saying like I'm not over here saying I'm sober like 100%. Like I know I'm gonna drink again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know I probably will. And the thing is like, the goal also isn't just to go like months without drinking, and then if I drink again and I can't control it, then what good do those months
Right,
off
all
do?
that process you made.
It's
yeah.
it's all about control and shit like that. So it's like I'm still learning that, taking it day by day and shit like that. Cause I'm a drinker, dude. I like to drink. Like I like to get
Naturally,
fucked
yeah.
up. I like to fucking have beers after work. Like
Yeah.
That's
take shots.
That's
like,
the culture, bro. That's
It is.
the culture I'm talking of. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
it's just it's just our
part
culture.
of our culture, and it does turn into a bad thing after
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean,
let it.
you come to our family parties. We've
Yeah.
gone to your family parties. Like you know,
Yeah.
all the tios, the aunts, everyone likes to fucking drink.
Hell yeah.
I think it becomes easier though to like maintain sobriety because so for me, right, personally, it was last year, right? Was it last year when I told you I was doing that challenge?
Oh, the
75
75.
hard?
Yeah.
Oh damn,
Yeah,
I've heard of that
so
shit.
I had to go. You have to go 75 days, right? Straight, no alcohol, nothing. And I think that's what made me like stop drinking completely. Like once in a while, like I'll go out to the bar with him, and then I'll have like a beer. But even then, I don't really like drinking like that
Yeah.
anymore. And that's a big impact. Like it helped a lot, you know, just staying off of the alcohol and everything. And you do feel a lot different.
Yeah, no, yeah, you do. I think I've always like thought a lot. Like my mind just be thinking and shit like that,
Yeah.
and like I be in my own thoughts. And when I'm actively drinking, like
You don't think about it.
nah, I don't think that much. Like when the first month I took off in November, like the third week I noticed it, and I'm like, holy fuck, my mind's racing.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it was like I have all these fucking ideas, whether they're good or bad ideas. They're ideas, you know. Like I just be thinking about shit, and I'm like, but it was because I wasn't drinking
Right.
anymore. I'm like, damn, I didn't realize how much this shit like fogs up my brain and shit, you know.
Same with smoking. Like, I have nothing against it because I do sometimes here and there, and even take edibles before the gym.
Yeah, yeah,
But at a certain point, like it does, like I've like looked into it, and there's been rappers that have stopped smoking
yeah,
for a long time, like almost a year, just because they focus on their business.
yeah.
And they said it clouds their minds.
Yeah. It makes
They
it
can't.
foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does definitely.
And
I
that-
can agree with that.
that's the thing. Like if people can smoke and drink and they can still get their shit done, like all power to them, because like I wish I was like that.
Yeah, me too. I wish it wouldn't interfere.
But it
Yeah.
does
As
interfere
much,
with my
but-
shit, so I have to be disciplined and tell myself, nah, like you have a certain goal.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to reach financial freedom. Not necessarily, I'm not trying to be the wealthiest person ever, nothing like that.
The
I just want to be
American
able to
dream.
do what I want to do when I
Right.
want to do it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Not
that's
having
more
to
my
worry.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I'm not going to get there if I'm drinking every weekend and shit like that. And,
Yeah.
you know,
It's fun though.
it is,
It's
bro.
fun.
It is. And we've had some good nights. And
Yeah.
I'm going to have a good night too sometime. I don't know when, but, you know, I still want to go to a club. And, like, it is fun. You know, those nights are fucking lit. I have some great memories with people,
It's your boys.
crazy Snapchat
Yeah.
stories. You know what I'm saying? That one that you sent me recently
Oh,
where I was, we popping the champagne bottle and shit.
Yeah, at my house.
But we weren't
Yeah.
even doing shit. That's like,
we were just randomly drinking one night.
Yeah, it's chilling.
It was just me, him, and his brother. I'm like, bro, I got a champagne bottle. Let's
Yeah,
pop
let's
it.
pop it.
Yeah, and we popped in. We were
yeah.
drinking.
So it's
That
like,
day he ended up like
Is it-
falling asleep,
on the chair.
drunk on the chair, just like this,
Yeah.
on the stool. On the stool, bro. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was on the stool because
he
you were
was
like,
on
how
the
did you?
stool. I don't know how we did that, bro. But whatever.
But so yeah, I don't know. You know, I feel clear. I feel good. And then the other thing that helps is like the gym. Obviously, going
Yeah.
back to the gym shit. It like makes me it helps my progress. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to ruin it by like, you know, drinking, consuming those calories and
Yeah.
shit like that.
I have a question for Sal. What's up? What's the best way you think for someone to start, like, to get into the gym, or like to like even get to the next level?
Just like going into the gym.
Yeah,
Just like
like-
trying to maintain. So
Or,
I feel like
make sure you do not like exactly right, but like how to get started, or like what's the
so one of the things that I've talked about is if it's very difficult for you to just to get in there, right? Make it a habit to go in, even if it's for like 10 minutes, right?
I read that in a book.
Yeah, you go in
Read
10
that in a
minutes
book.
and just show up for 10 minutes, man, and then leave, right? And then the next day again, 10 minutes and then leave. And you build that you know, that habit
Yeah.
of going into the gym, and over time you'll decide like, oh well, I'm here, you know, I'm gonna stay, and then
Yeah.
you start building that, you know. So I feel like it's important to, once you build that habit, you know, it becomes.
What about like workout wise? Like what workouts should they like? How should they?
What are the
start?
workouts they must hit?
Not
Well, not
must, but
must
how
hit,
should
but-
they just start their workouts? Like if they don't, if they're say they're disciplined enough to go to the gym and they get there, but they don't know what the fuck to do.
So my go-to would be to say I would say walk incline, walk
Yeah.
on an incline, yeah. Walk incline. I feel like it's one of the easiest things to do, you know, like
Yeah.
walk an incline or even like the steps, you know. But I mean, I don't know what else. Like, I guess it really depends on the person,
Yeah.
you know.
But walking
mean,
for sure is like
yeah.
your must if you're a beginner.
Yeah.
I
What
just
do you think?
well, I was just asking because I was thinking I would go to the gym, but I wouldn't like get. I had a solid foundation, but I'm like, damn, I just want to take it to the next level. And what I did is I looked around and I looked at the dude that I want to look like the most,
Yeah.
and I just went up to him like, hey, bro,
What do I do?
Yeah, what do I do? And like he would give me tips here and there. Then he would just like, hey, come work out with me. Or
Yeah.
do that. Or let's do
Hell
this.
yeah.
And then I eventually started working out with him
Yeah.
for like 6 months. And
Damn, that's
But
lit,
yeah.
bro.
I feel like
But yeah.
yeah, my bad. So when you go into the gym, like, I see what you're saying now.
but it's intimidating though too. Like
it is
Yeah.
intimidating.
I didn't care because I would go to different gyms and I would look around and look at the biggest guy there and I would just ask him shit.
Hell
If they
yeah.
told me to fuck off, then I would whatever, what an asshole. But almost all the time they would.
Yeah, most of them aren't.
Yeah, because it makes him feel good when you ask
Yeah.
them. Like obviously he's asking me for a reason. and
Yeah,
then-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't let your ego get in the way when you're in the gym, man. Because a lot of people are very ego driven in the gym. So I feel like it's very important to not
Right.
go by that, you know, like be humble, because you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, everybody starts
Yeah.
somewhere, even the biggest guy. So I feel like it's important to ask, you know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. No, yeah. For me, like, I think I just got on YouTube before I went.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, let me find plans. And like, I've gone through so many workout plans and I change it all the time too, just because like once I start, I heard it's good to change certain workouts, right? Don't they say once you're like, so your muscles don't
Sometimes,
get
yeah.
plateau or
Yeah.
whatever, because it gets like muscle memory. It starts to kind of know
Yeah.
your routine and shit like
Sometimes
that.
it's
or-
good to stick to the basics.
Oh,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
for the most part. For what I know, is just be consistent with
Mhm.
Yeah.
the main workouts.
like the compound workouts.
If that's your
Compound
main
lifts?
workout, yeah.
Okay,
If that- I'm speaking for me. I mean, for me, it would be compound lifts, like that, or like even the dumbbell
Yeah, yeah,
bench.
Because a
But-
lot of people stick to like the three main lifts. It's squat, deadlift, and bench, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I see mainly like power lifters, right? That's what
Yeah,
they tend to
yeah.
stick to, yeah.
So like for me, like when I said two changing, I mean like I'll do like bench, what's it called, regular bench or whatever,
Yeah.
and then for like 3-4 months or like even 5 months sometimes, and then I'll switch over to like dumbbells, like
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
mostly dumbbells or something like that. But yeah, I just watched YouTube and I tried a bunch of different shit. Watched like a bunch of YouTubers who were fucking like, you know, more slim fit dudes, to like watching heavyweight motherfuckers, like seeing what they do, and then just kind of seeing what worked for me. And like I watch a lot of like Kino Body. You
Oh,
guys watch
yeah,
that shit?
yeah.
I know he gets a lot of hate. I've talked to people and they didn't fuck with him. I'm like, I don't know. I like his shit.
Kino
And some of
Body?
it worked.
Yeah, if it works for you, you know.
Is he white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he like started
Is
when
he
he
the,
was like,
the guy that's always does he have advertisement?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
always
like-
on YouTube.
Does he like
He's like,
what does
if
he
you
say?
eat,
Yeah, it's
you
like
eat
you can't
this,
eat this.
you can't eat this. Yeah.
yeah, I
mean,
watched his shit and a lot of it worked. Like the fasting shit definitely helped.
Yeah.
But that was his shit that I watched. I've seen shit about fasting, but his shit really, like, I understood it a little bit more when I watched his content. And then, like, he does, like, the reverse pyramid training where, like, he'll lift his heaviest shit, but, like, less reps to begin with. And then
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes, but then, like, I was doing that for a bit and it wasn't working anymore. So I switched it.
You got to
Right.
find your.
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's like I've tried a bunch of different shit to figure out what works. And what I'm doing right now is working and shit like
Yeah.
that. I was working out with this dude who, he's, like, a trainer and he was like he was not NFL. He was a college player, football player,
Yeah.
and he was a wide receiver, so he's a little bit more like on the slim
Slim,
side. Does
right.
a lot more cardio and shit like that, and he'll do like push pull days
Oh,
instead of like, you know, it's like a chest days, strictly shoulder days. He does
Yeah.
like push pull days and stuff like that. And it's been working for me and shit, so I stick to that.
Yeah, I feel like it's whatever. Like once you find it, I feel like it's whatever works for you because everybody's body's different. you know?
I was telling him, I'm like, we should do more of a running back workout, the explosiveness.
Oh,
they
yeah,
got
yeah.
some big ass legs.
Yeah, bro.
They're built too
Yeah.
huge. I'm like, that's kind of what I want to look like.
Hell
but-
yeah.
So we should do some like running back exercises and stuff.
But what I
That'd be
like is
dope.
that we're always open, to trying new things in the gym. Like we
Okay,
never,
okay.
Yeah. So
What you guys each have any hobbies that are different, like other than the gym, than going to the gym and stuff? Like other than fitness, do you guys have like any specific hobbies that you spend your time on, or just any other hobbies?
so right now I took it upon myself to try to learn to play guitar. Like I've been wanting to learn for a long time, but like it's something I want to master.
Okay, that's
So I'm
dope.
doing that right now. I used to do a little bit of photography, but I never got like really into it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's just kind of something that like it takes up a lot of time and you have to really get into it. And like right now, since we're making all like the editing, where we're trying to work on like the clothing brand. That's kind of what I'm sticking to right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's hobby wise, I think the guitar mainly right now.
Yeah.
But
Hell
I also
yeah.
take up reading.
Okay.
I like
yeah,
reading
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I love reading. What about you, bro?
I used to play guitar.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can still play, but I just ever since I got them stolen, I got a couple stolen from my house. and
Oh hell
I
no!
just-
You're like, this shit ain't for me.
God's
The universe doesn't want
talking
me
to
playing.
me. Yeah, no. I mean, I listen to audiobooks and shit. A lot of what I look into, it's like psychology.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
I just be listening
yeah.
to stuff like that. It helps me understand people better and myself. And I do like, it's gonna sound really nerdy, but like looking into marketing and shit.
Yeah.
It's just I find it interesting how marketing really works. I like buy books.
Yeah.
I buy they're not just they're not like just like marketing books. They're like books that you would read in school.
Okay, like
Yeah.
textbooks almost.
Yeah,
Like,
they tell you like I like understanding the concepts and all that behind the marketing,
Hell yeah.
because you could kind of know how to do it, but not knowing why or how.
Right, right.
Not knowing the reason for me.
Yeah.
I'm
Hell yeah.
pretty logical person.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm getting into which is I think a form of marketing, or they're like similar branding.
yeah,
Branding. I
That's-
think branding is very interesting to me, and it's a lot, but that's something that I'm kind of starting to dig into myself and stuff like that.
yeah. So like what I like something I have learned, it's like even us here, it's a form of your marketing. Your
Yeah,
branding.
yeah, it is.
It's like a grab attention.
Yeah,
You're getting attention that from the people that we have,
yeah,
like
facts.
looking at us, and then it's the same vice versa
Mm-hmm.
for you too.
Hell yeah.
And then for the 500 grand production team,
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's the same thing for them. It just
It's just like an ecosystem.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty
Yeah.
pretty cool. There's a lot more into it
Yeah.
when you start really looking into the
yeah.
marketing and branding. I mean, I've made some money off it too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's some interesting to me. I know it sounds nerdy, but
No, it's interesting
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah. And I mean, of course, I do real estate, but the thing is, I think that's how I get into marketing.
Oh, through
Yeah,
the real estate
yeah,
shit?
because
Like
you
trying to
do
figure out how to.
You do a lot of marketing yourself for real estate,
Yeah.
and you can for me in the metrics and on money metrics. How much money you make is a good one, but also, the social media metrics that you get from
Right, right, right.
Yeah, I saw like one day I saw like a 800% increase like in the involvement and like
Oh,
all
okay,
that.
and, like, the
and
engagement?
engagement on the ad I did just by following just these simple principles. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn. And then you get not just engagement, but you get people wanting you to help them out, which in return you make some money.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah.
pretty cool. That's what got
Do
me.
you ever catch yourself like me with branding shit? I'm like, oh yeah, the branding got me.
Are we good? All right.
Like, I'd be like, damn, the branding got me. or they had good marketing. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I know what they're doing,
You
but
know,
I'm purposely.
do you know what is that? I think I told you about it. The it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole marketing thing.
oh, it is.
Yeah,
Damn.
from it was I forgot what it was, but
Was it like a alcohol brand?
yeah, it was a specific just one alcohol brand. I forgot what it was. They started using that as a slogan,
Damn.
and then now everyone uses it, and now everyone's
Like, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
I heard that. I saw that. I think. Damn. Now, nah. I wish I would have watched the whole clip so I could actually explain it. But I'm not. I wasn't even surprised. I was like scrolling on TikTok and they were saying how Nike, use jogging as
Oh
a
yeah, I
branding.
saw that too.
Yeah, and I
yeah.
skipped it, but I'm like, I just like I was like, oh, I'm not surprised. Like,
Yeah.
but like I guess like jogging was a branding thing and
Yeah.
marketing tactic or whatever. I know too. Like, have you guys ever I don't know if you guys have heard this. I heard this from my marketing teacher back in high school, but
Mrs. Penner.
Persine.
Persine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I guess I guess like back in the day, Coca-Cola had a certain like they had their Coca-Cola taste or whatever, and they switched it. I guess the taste was completely different for like a year.
Was it the color too?
I don't remember
feel
if
like
it was
they
the
had a
color or
different
not.
color.
They
I think
might
it was
have.
the
They
color.
changed the color.
And they said they
Yeah.
like changed it, and people were like complaining, like, "Yo, this is ass. What the hell?"
Yeah.
And then they like went back to the original, and they said their sales just skyrocketed
Yeah.
like crazy. And they think deep down it was a marketing tactic. Like they purposely took this
I think so too.
to
Yeah.
for a long term gain because people missed it so much. Oh, let's buy a bunch of Coca-Cola so they don't, in case they change back again. Like because people missed it so much, which is crazy. But I love those type of stories and concepts. Like, but the whole brand shit's cool to me though. Like Adidas, Nike, Apple. Like you see their logo and you like it's not like their logo has nothing to like. Apple has nothing to do with computers. Nike has nothing to do with like running. Like
Yeah.
Adidas has nothing to do with the run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking sports or whatever. Like,
Oh,
but
man.
you think about that now because they, their branding was so good
Yeah.
and Louis V, Gucci, Dior. Like you think luxury, but
Right away.
if when you're small and you make that logo, no one's gonna think that right away. You got to build everything around it. So
Yeah.
that's why I find it so
That's
interesting. 'Cause it's
interesting.
like you can make something small and have people think about something completely different just about what you put around it. So
Like it impacts it a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Concept.
So like
Concept
that's
of it.
what I do a lot with my stuff, with my clothing and like podcast shit. Like you guys know Virgil Abloh, right? Like
Yeah.
who he was,
Yeah, I've watched a couple of things on
Yeah.
like on him,
where he was saying like you see a crushed up can in a garage, it looks like trash.
and then he moves it to like
You put it in a museum, and it's
yeah.
fine art.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like sometimes it's not the product itself, it's what's around the product.
It's around it. Yeah.
That's just free game for y'all watching. But
Oh, you know who also was really good at marketing? Nipsey.
oh
Nipsey
yeah.
Hussle,
Bro, that's why I'm salty OT isn't here because he's a huge Nipsey
Oh,
fan,
for
and I knew
real?
you were
Oh,
too,
yeah,
and you
damn.
guys would have really hit it off about that.
bro. He's like a genius.
Yeah.
He's I don't know that he lays down a blueprint. Like if there's something you want to do, someone has already done it. You just gotta follow the blueprint. And he lays down like a good foundation and blueprint for like branding.
Yeah,
Like for branding yourself and not going to having to use like middleman
okay,
to because that cuts money from you.
yeah.
So like his brand, the marathon closing, he that's all him. Like he doesn't.
Yeah.
And he had a collab with Puma, but it's a collab. It's not like Puma bought them out. or
yeah.
anything,
It was like an official,
And
like
all the like, he had his own record label too, and he did make the last record with I think Sony or something.
Oh, okay.
But the split was like
Yeah,
it was.
he knew, yeah.
He got his money's worth.
He was
'cause-
able to.
Yeah, once you
negotiate
build
how he wanted it.
once he built his value, it's just you can.
Yeah,
Um,
he was he the one that sold his mixtape for
for $100
Yeah.
each. Yeah,
and he sold
Yeah.
like 100,000 of them or some shit, or was it?
I think it was.
Or was it
100.
100 of them?
Yeah, but I think Jay-Z bought.
He bought a bunch
He
of
bought
them.
them. Yeah,
That's
but
it.
no, he like I've watched like a lot of his marketing shit, and it's like he would go around like, hey, listen to my tape, and if it's trash, throw it out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, facts.
it's a hook. It's like
It is.
you gotta
Yeah, because then you kind
entice
of
him
like,
somehow.
yeah.
Like, all right, let's listen to this guy.
Hell yeah. But so it sounds like both you guys are really passionate guys. Like, whatever you're involved in. You know, it sounds like you guys have a lot of passion, and you guys, you can just tell. You know, you can hear it,
Right.
like the lifting shit, and just like outside of the lifting shit, like I can see that everything's like really in the mindset for you guys, and
Mhm.
because it is for me as well, and shit like that. Like I think
Yeah.
everything is in the mind, and people don't understand or realize how powerful our fucking heads are
Yeah.
and what goes on in there. But what's some advice you would tell like your younger self, you know, or what's something you would tell the youth, you know, that like wants someone that's like kind of, I wouldn't say they're struggling, they're just kind of there living, they don't, and they want some direction, you know what I'm saying? What's
that's-
some advice?
that's
a
the
tough
question.
bro.
That's the question.
And it doesn't have to be the right answer, but what do
Right.
you think something that you would start with?
So I would say, so always, right? Even with when you want to start anything, you're your worst critic, like always, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like when you're presented with an opportunity, you know, to better yourself, like always take it, because naturally we're all overthinkers.
Yeah.
And if some people say they're not, like we all overthink. So I think it's very important to just kind of put yourself out there, you know, just kind of take everything with a grain of salt, and then just put yourself through different experiences. If it doesn't work out, don't beat yourself up about it, you know, because to be successful in anything you're going to do, like you got to fail. Like you got to learn how to fail. I think it's very important
Hell
to
yeah.
have that mindset. Yeah, man. I don't.
That's a hard question.
It is a hard question.
What would I tell my younger self?
Yeah, that's the question, man.
Be scared. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
this.
don't be
It comes
scared.
when it to really simplify. Is don't be scared. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Basically, like if it's not bad, like it's not something stupid, but
Just don't be scared. Yeah.
Yeah,
I fuck
just-
with that. Hell yeah. But nah, yeah, good
what
luck.
about you?
Me? Oh shit. I would say
Well, you could try to.
I would say
Skip
follow
out.
your heart and your passion, because like honestly, a lot of this shit that I'm doing right now, like I've been into since a kid. And I think just like growing up, and like I've always like dealt with like confidence issues for sure. Like I ain't even gonna cap about that. But like you're just around people, and I'm like, damn, maybe what I'm into isn't like right. Like me and Johan were filming YouTube videos when I was in fourth grade. And like we never put them out and shit like that, but we were filming videos because we would watch. Like I was watching.
Why
YouTube,
didn't you put them out?
being like not
Scared?
like confident? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we did put one on, but we had the Sandstorm Strong by, remember that like
Oh,
techno
yeah,
video?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it got copyrighted. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. I'm like, what? I'm not trying to make money off this. Like, what the? You know, I didn't understand. I would read the copyright, and like me back then, I was such like a passionate person that I remember I'm like, I can't change the song. Like, I need this song. Like, you know, like it has to be this song, or else I'm not gonna upload it. And I don't know if that was just me myself holding back. It could have been, but I was always like, once I wanted something a certain way, I'm like, it has to be that way, or else it's not perfect. Not that it has to be perfect, but it's not how I want it, and like I didn't feel right.
Can I
putting it
change
out.
my answer?
Yeah,
Just kind of the way out the risk versus the reward.
yeah,
That's like what really are you risking
yeah.
versus the reward? I think that would be.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
And
that's mine. That's my answer.
so like in a way, we were kind of creating content, right?
Right.
I remember in fourth grade, you know, when they like people, you would do different activities in school. Like they would have different programs, or like there was computer class already in
Oh, that's
elementary
right,
school.
yeah.
I forgot what it was, and they had us do a thing about like what we wanted to do when we grew up. And I remember I straight up said a shoe designer.
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was thinking
Yeah.
already, like, because I used to wear etnies.
Oh yeah. I remember
And I
that.
thought those were hard, bro. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I would want to create I would love to like make my own version of this, you know. And then as I got older, you know, I would like watch a lot of. I was already watching like interviews, like fifth and sixth grade. I was watching like hella music interviews. Like I would just watch, like, spend my Saturdays on the computer, watching artists get interviewed and shit
Yeah.
like that, you know. So it's like a lot of that shit I was into. Trying to start a clothing brand, t-shirt brands. I would look up how do you start a t-shirt brand when I was like a freshman, sophomore in high school. And then just shit that like time keeps going. I'm like, nah, like maybe I can't do this. You know, I'm not meant for this. This isn't, but I didn't have the discipline either to like work hard at it.
Yeah.
So like I think I would have just told myself like, bro, just keep following your passions and like don't overthink shit.
I feel like at the end of the day, if you didn't go with it, at the end of the day, you feel a lot worse than you actually trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, for sure, bro. For sure.
Like right now, you feel a lot better than if you were just
oh yeah, bro. Cause it's like, not doing it.
Yeah, just
like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not obviously like it's not all about making like sales with my clothing brand, but I have like at least a few sales right now.
Yeah.
Where like if I didn't have it out, I wouldn't have shit. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the same thing with the podcast. Like if we don't have a podcast out, obviously no one's gonna like watch, but we have some views. You get what I'm saying? So
Like, just doing it, man.
Yeah.
But
But
what advice for us, right, that we're starting out like our Sumfit clothing brand, what advice would you give us right now that we're
I would say definitely figure out like not necessarily the main goal, but like each like the smaller goal. So like I think you gotta
Reverse engineer.
yeah.
Mhm.
Figure that out and then go from there. And then like if you want, obviously if your goal is to make money, then figure out okay, what's the most efficient way to make money with a
Right.
brand. If your goal is to like provide good quality and comfort,
Yeah.
I think it's just really figuring out your why and your story with that.
Yeah.
Like not storiness, not that it has to be a story, but just why are you doing it? Why should people care about Sumfit?
Sumfit.
Why should people wear Sumfit? You know, and that's something I still work on with my those. So I don't have
Right.
the whole fucking answer, but I'm
Yeah.
still figuring out. But it's a start, like you
Yeah.
know.
Like as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Money wise, I just think of it like a lot of people feel like they need to go fucking worldwide,
Yeah,
but there's plenty of people just in the
yeah,
like right here in the West Michigan area,
Right,
Indiana.
right.
I feel like that's plenty of people to make.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the way I look at it. I don't.
And then if you do something that's worldwide, then obviously like it takes up all your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You're
it
gonna
takes
have
up
to
a
be
lot of time.
dedicated to only that until you can, you hire people and shit or whatever. But yeah. So sometimes I think staying small, sometimes that's good too, and that's the
Yeah,
key.
yeah.
You know.
I think the end goal for me personally, I think would be like trying to build a life. Like with that, involving Sumfit is building a life I don't feel like I need a vacation from,
Hell yeah.
to be able to fully enjoy it. If I want to go on vacation, it's by choice,
Yeah.
you know?
I see myself like going on vacation, but it's like work.
Right.
Like I'm working, like like you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna be at the hotel for a couple days or Airbnb, whatever. Do
Yeah.
some work for like 2 days. Go to maybe I have to do a meeting, and then but I'm still enjoying it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think
Yeah.
that I always see myself like doing like I want to do something like that or go do a shoot somewhere out like on a vacation vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we're here doing a shoot, and
But
we're gonna
we're
have some fun
working.
afterwards. But for
Yeah.
the majority of the part, we're here working. So I think that would be kind of dope.
Work life.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think we're gonna wrap it up, man. I appreciate you guys coming through. I'm sorry
we
my
have-
homie couldn't be here. I'm sure he's sorry. But
We
we'll
appreciate
have to catch
you
him
guys
on the next one.
Yeah. We
having us.
appreciate you guys having us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys want to shout out your socials, whatever or wherever you guys want to shout out.
I don't even know my bro. You
We'll
just
put it
them
up
on,
too.
I
Yeah,
don't
we'll put
even-
them on.
Yeah.
But all right. But hell yeah. Peace out. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll have OT on the next one. And yeah. See you guys on the next one.
Good evening.
Type shit.